Welcome again to the elyonforex YouTube channel. It's good to have you back here once again. And in this video, I'll be analyzing some forex pairs for the upcoming week. So stay with me. If you are just discovering this channel, please smash the subscribe button, drop a like, share this video with your friends. And if you are a returning subscriber, I want to appreciate you very much for your support on this channel so far. I love you so much. Okay, so let's get straight into the video. So currently I have the EURUSD chart opened and I'm going to be analyzing the EURUSD chart. And for this analysis, I'm going to start from the weekly time frame so that you can understand what I'm looking at on EURUSD. So on EURUSD, obviously on the weekly time frame, we could see that we've been having several weeks of bearish price action, and my trading range is from this high, to this low. Probably in another video, I will explain why I'm using this high and not all these highs that I just marked on my chart. So we understand that price is bearish. We expect price to react from this order block and continue the bearish pressure if price is going to continue bearish. But as we can see, price has stabbed into the order block, and we are still waiting for confirmation that this order block will hold. So remember, plan one is to see price start reacting from this order block to continue the bearish trend. But plan two is the possibility that we have liquidity sitting above these highs, and price could take out that liquidity and continue to the upside. So you remember, in trading, we want to be reactive and not predictive. We just do our analysis to just have an idea of what price could do, but at the end of the day, we still have to wait patiently and see what price is going to tell us and see what direction price is pointing us toward. So this is what I have on the weekly time frame. So moving down to the daily time frame, what can we see? So on the daily time frame, we could see that price has changed character at this point. We have changed from a bearish price action to a bullish price action, because this was my former daily range. I had this high and this low. So immediately price broke this high, I knew that we have shifted now to a bullish environment on the daily. Remember, we are bearish on the weekly, but now on the daily, we shifted bullish. And this bullish shift is as a result of the retracement, which we can also find on the weekly retracement to the upside to come into the order block we marked on the weekly earlier. So we see that we are bullish now. So we broke this high and we created all these lows, which I regard as internal liquidity, or some people might like to call them inducement. So if price is going to continue bullish on the daily, I expect price to do something like this, come back down, take out the internal liquidity, and then we continue to the upside. So I would make a video on internal and external liquidity. Stay tuned. I'll make a video and post it on this channel. All right. So I could be expecting price to come back down, take out the internal liquidity, and we continue bullish. And if we continue bullish, of course, weekly also we continue bullish, because remember, this was the area of the weekly order block. And if we break that area, we are now bullish as well on the week. This is just a forecast. We'll still want to see what price is going to do. So we can see that on the daily, currently we are bullish. Now let's look at the 4 hours. So on the 4 hours, what can we see? On the 4 hours, we can see that we also broke this high on the 4 hours, which was also the daily high. And now we can see also that the 4 hour is also bullish as well. Since the 4 hour is bullish, we created series of internal liquidity. All these lows are internal liquidity. So if the 4 hour bullish momentum is to continue, I expect price to take out one of the internal liquidity and we continue to the upside. It could decide to take whichever one it wants to take. But the main thing is we need to keep following structure. Our structure is giving us information. So we can see now that we have this low. This is our first low. This is our first drawn liquidity. That's why I marked it as H4, with a dollar sign. So this is my first drawn liquidity on the H4. So another drawn liquidity we could have on the H4 is that we could see price just run through those highs without taking out this low first. We could just see price run through these highs. Let me annotate this. We could see price run through the high in this manner. Moving down to the 15 minutes time frame. Remember, on the 4-hour also, just like the daily, we are bullish. On the 15 minutes, this is where it gets interesting, because for intraday traders, the 15 minutes is, as for me anyway, the 15 minutes is the time frame where I really put most of my focus on, because I try as much as possible to just follow the 15 minutes structure. Looking at the 15 minutes, what can we see? Let's just scroll back and look at previous price action. Following the daily and the H4 bullish trend, price was bullish for a long time, and after that we saw price became bearish because we broke this low right here. We broke this low, and after we broke the low, price came back, took out internal liquidity, and broke this low as well. So on breaking this low, we already established that price is bearish. So now that we have broken this low right here, now we are seeing price moving bearish. And now this is what we have on the 15 minutes. We have, lower low, we have our lower high. Now we have a lower low. And if the bearish trend is to continue on the 15 minutes, we expect price to create a lower high, and after a lower high, we expect price to create a lower low. All right, but now we can see now that instead of that, what we have is we have price break this last structural high, and that is signaling to us that price has now changed on the 15 minutes from a bearish environment to a bullish environment. So now we can see that we have our daily bullish, we have our H4 bullish, and we have our 15 minutes bullish. The only time frame that is bearish is just the weekly time frame. And the only reason why the weekly time frame is still bearish is because right here we are reacting to another block on the weekly. If the other block on the sell order block on the weekly breaks, we will also see the weekly align bullish. So now we have daily bullish, H4 bullish, and now 15 minutes bullish. So how do we approach this on the intraday? Personally, I would like to see how the market is going to open on Sunday, but the only drawn liquidity I could see, because now we have taken out external structure, so the next thing I expect price to do for me to buy is to expect price to take out a form of internal structure, then we continue to the upside. But sometimes price can be funny and it will just keep going to the upside. So let's see how it's going to unfold. And on the other hand, if I'm able to find opportunity to scalp intraday retracement, to take intraday retracement trade, I could take retracement trade at least to the equilibrium point of this new price leg, maybe to around the 50%. I could, if I see opportunities to sell from the highs, I could sell into the 50 equilibrium point, or we could even see price retrace deep to take out this inducement and react into this unmitigated order block right at these lows. All these are just forecasts. We still want to see what price is going to do when price opens up on Sunday night. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at on the Euro USD. So basically I'm bullish on the Euro USD because I'm bullish on the daily, on the 4 hours, and on the 15 minutes. So but my entries is going to be determined by what price does during the week. So as you all know, I trade only the Euro USD, but because of some of my subscribers that trade the GBP USD, so I'm going to be breaking down the GBP USD weekly as well. So let's go to the GBP USD. I use forex.com. So GBP USD, I'm going to be starting from the daily. I'm going to be starting from the daily because looking at the daily, this is my price leg. I have my price leg from that high, and I have the low of my price range. So price broke this high and it confirmed my daily break of structure. And after we get the daily break of structure, we cleared out external liquidity. After taking out external liquidity, I expect price to come back in, take internal liquidity just as we have already, and we can see price continue to the upside. So on the daily, on GBP USD, we are bullish. Now looking at the H4 time frame, what can we see on the H4 time frame? On the H4 time frame, we could see that for a while price was following the daily bullish trend, and all of a sudden we had a change of character when we broke this low, and price on the H4 shifted from a bullish environment or a bullish market condition now to a bearish market condition. So now this is what we have on the H4. We can see that the H4 currently is bearish, and the goal of this bearish H4 move was to take out this daily internal liquidity. Let me go back to the daily time frame. So you can see this was the daily internal liquidity we were expecting price to take, and now it has been taken, and we could see H4 also now align bullish with the daily. Based on what we have seen, that price has taken out this internal liquidity on the H4, we can expect the H4 also to align bullish sooner or later. So now looking at the 15 minutes now, on the 15 minutes, clearly we can see that we were in a bearish trend as well on the 15 minutes, but now we have shifted, price has shifted now from a bearish environment now to a bullish environment also on the 15 minutes. So now we can see that everything is aligning bullish on GBPUSD as well. So just like I stated for the EURUSD, I would like to still see what price is going to do when price opens, because this is the liquidity, drawn liquidity that I could see on the 15 minutes. So, and if you go down to a lower time frame, maybe the 5 minutes time frame, there are several drawn on liquidity. Price might just do a retracement. Let's pull up our fib from the low of the range to the high, so we could see price just do a retracement, take out an internal liquidity and continue bullish. But I would still like to see what price is going to do. If there's an opportunity to actually catch the retracement till we take the internal liquidity, then why not do that if you are intraday trader? But personally, I don't trade GBPUSD. I'm just doing this breakdown for some of my subscribers that trade the GBPUSD. So we can see that GBPUSD price action at the moment is similar to that of the EURUSD. So on the GBPUSD, looking at more bullish price action. Same thing on the EURUSD as well. So let's see how price is going to unfold when the market opens. But I believe you get the overall picture of both pairs. So I hope you enjoy this weekly outlook breakdown, and I hope to do more of this on this channel. So don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe. Drop a like, drop a comment. You can ask your questions, and if you want, you can also join our Telegram community where we share a lot of freebies and we share a lot of tips. And it's just a community of traders where we just encourage ourselves and learn from each other on a daily basis. So I'm going to see you in the next video. Peace out and thank you.